guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm here at the Tampa International Car Show, and guess what? We have the big boy of the Lincoln lineup. This is the 2020 Lincoln Navigator, but the Black Label Edition. Let's talk about the Navigator. The Navigator has been around since 1998, if you could believe that. And what's amazing is over the past few years, there's been a renaissance that has been taking place at Lincoln, and it's because of the Navigator and their other SUVs in their lineup. It's really bringing people to the brand. Believe it or not, 66% of buyers of this vehicle actually come from the other manufacturers, BMW, Audi, Mercedes-Benz, Cadillac, so on and so forth. And what's really great is that this is really increasing their bottom line. So let's go ahead, get into this big boy, the Lincoln Navigator Black Edition. Right off the bat, massive grille. When you see it, you know it's a Lincoln. I really love that, and this thing just nails the ball right out of the park. Full LED lighting, very nice clean lines. Even for a large vehicle, the lines are so clean and crisp. You do have those functional air curtains down here. You come across the massive grille. This has really become a signature. As much as this emblem is a signature of Lincoln, this grille design is a signature of Lincoln as well. Come down, very simple horizontal slots, little bit of silver, but from one side to the other has a great presence to it, and you know what it is. When we go up onto the hood, some very interesting body lines. I like the rise right here in the center. You have two more on each side, but really, from that driver's seat, you'd be surprised. It gives you a great view out over the hood. Now, when we come around the bend, the clean lines just keep coming, and with that Black Label Edition, this is your setup of wheel and tire. I love the machined aluminum finish. I really like the way they're spaced out. It's a 22-inch wheel, all gloss black, really looks perfect on this Navigator. Going down the side, if you forgot what kind of vehicle this is, says it right there. Really nice how it's almost like just bezeled right into the trim, and it's just enough. It's nothing too gaudy, nothing that's supposed to look like a vent. Chrome on the mirrors. Up onto that roof, you can see that you have not only the roof rails, but also the crossbars. You're gonna get your automated running boards, which of course, when you close the doors, are going to recline back into the bodywork. Nice, beautiful lines. We keep working our way down. I think one of the smartest things with the Navigator is just how large the glass is. That's gonna allow a lot of light inside for all your passengers, front to back. We keep working our way back. Large rear quarter window, and I think it's so smart the way a lot of manufacturers are taking that bodywork and really almost making it look like one piece of glass. Now I'm gonna go ahead and close this to give you a nice clean look. That's electric assist. We'll get to the cargo area in a second. Of course, this is 3-row capability. I mean, do you see the size of this? It's like a school bus. Large rear glass. Of course, if you have a large rear glass, you're gonna have a large roof spoiler coming out the back. Very distinctive lines when it comes to the taillight design. Full LED, love the Lincoln badging. Just a little bit of chrome. I think they're so smart to not go overboard with the chrome like the Denali series. We drop our way down. This is gonna be covering your full tow setup. And then what I do like is that it's just clean. No exhaust, no fake exhaust, nothing that looks like an exhaust. Just nice, clean look from front to back. Let's go ahead and pop that massive hood though and see what's powering this Lincoln Navigator. All right, guys, we got the hood popped on this Navigator. One thing you're gonna see if you're a Rady's Rides viewer is something very familiar. That is the same engine out of the Ford Raptor, and guess what? There's nothing wrong with that because you're looking at a 3.5 liter V6 twin turbocharged, 450 horsepower, 510 pound-feet of torque. It's all mated through that slick shifting 10-speed automatic transmission. This, of course, is not a lightweight, weighs in around 6,000 pounds, but if you're ready for this, 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds, quarter mile, 13.7, a top speed of 115 miles an hour. And if you're concerned about MPGs, you're probably buying the wrong vehicle, but you're looking at 16 in the city, 21 on the highway. Let's go ahead though, see where Lincoln really earns their keep on that interior. All right, guys, we're inside the 2020 Lincoln Navigator. I know you're probably wondering about a price. Well, this one fully trimmed out, you're looking at over $100,000 MSRP. But let's see what you get for the money. To the door panels. Now, I do like what Lincoln's doing by using the darker brown material. It's helping to separate them from the rest of the luxury brands. I'm totally digging those speaker covers, nice aluminum finish, and also very smart. Those seat controls, 30-way positionable seats with full massage. That's what I'm talking about when you're rolling in a Lincoln Navigator. All soft material with the contrast stitching. You get to the dash, you can see the Lincoln badging there, a little bit of gloss black. Loving the leather material. Chrome trim is sprinkled perfectly. We have over 10-inch infotainment system screen. Obviously, that's going to be your full touchscreen setup. Here's where you have your trailering selectability. This is going to be controlling that 10-speed automatic transmission, and then you have your full AC and radio controls. Of course, heated seats, of course, ventilated seats. Wonderful wood finish covering up the 2 cup holders. Over here, we open that guy up. We got wireless charging and 2 USB ports. And then you're gonna have a drive mode selector knob here to go through different modes, snow, mud, asphalt. It's very interesting how they split the armrest here, but we open that up, 1 lid, tons of space in here. You could put about 10 cans of Pringles and just eat them all day long while you're getting a massage. And then you have a nice tray for other candies. My recommendation is get some handy wipes to clean your hands. Seats, loving the seats. The thickness is nice. The stitch is beautiful. And like I said, full ventilated and heated 30-way positionable. Gonna fit you like a rubber glove. Up top, we have the Alcantara material all over the headliner, and then we have the panoramic sunroof. But why don't you get on over the business end? I'll show you behind the wheel of this Lincoln Navigator. All right, guys, here we are, business side. Of course, the doors are gonna have large pockets down below, 2 places for 2 separate drinks. So that's how they take care of you at Lincoln. You could have a soda and a water all at the same time. I love those drop-down running boards, nice and large to get you in and out. You can see the black label lighting down low, all LED lit. Steering wheel, I guess if I'm gonna zonk this, it's just a little too much brown. But if you could put up with it, you know what? It's not that bad. The leather's so soft. The one thing I'm gonna zonk, we're in the largest Lincoln, but we have the smallest paddles to shift I've ever seen in my life. They could have made those a little bit larger and maybe make them metal. What I do like is that 12-inch digital display for the instrumentation. Of course, we're sitting in a convention center, so I can't show it to you, but that lights up with the different modes and everything. The way they sprinkle the chrome is perfect. And you can see, I don't even have the seat positioned the way I want it, but I have plenty of headroom in here being 6 feet tall. But why don't we check out the mid-row and see how great this Navigator is. All right, guys, mid-row time. You are sitting like a king or a queen back in the mid-row of this Navigator. I mean, I almost feel like I should have a steering wheel over here. That's how much is going on. But you can see you have your dual screens to watch your Barney, to watch your Die Hard or Die Hard with a Vengeance. Center console, just as massive as up front. You have more space. You could fill this vehicle up with more Twinkies than I've ever seen in my life. But what's wonderful is you're gonna get the 2 AC controls down here, heated and ventilated. And then I also am digging the home power source, the 12 volt, which is in the center there. And then on top of that, they got you covered with 2 USBs. And then watch that, cup holders. So you could go crazy taking tons of liquids with you in this Lincoln Navigator. Still tons of headroom. I like the way the air vents are nice and high. Even these leather hand pulls. When somebody's going down, say you're going down the Dragon in North Carolina, taking those twisties, you can really hold on to some real fine leather. But seating is great. I'm glad that they have this instead of captain's chairs. But why don't we go ahead, check out the 3rd row and the cargo area. All right, guys, time to check out really where the Navigator just nails the head every single time is that cargo area. Nice electric assist on the rear hatch, and then you can see the amount of room. What we did was we put 1 seat down, 1 seat up, just to give you an idea. Seat up, you still have plenty of space. If you're a mother, you could probably have about 7 kids and have 7 separate strollers back here. I don't know if you want to have 7 kids though. My mom had 6 and we drove her nuts, but tons of nice room back here. You look underneath the carpet and guess what? We have storage galore. Also, storage on the sides, a 12 volt over here, cup holders for your rear passengers. And if you're wondering, well, how do you put all these seats down and everything? It's all button control. So you push it, it's a little on the slower side, but there's really no other way to get at it because of how far up it is. If you push the button here, this is going to close it, actually a little quicker than when it went up. But if it's cars like these SUVs like the Navigator you want to see on Radius Rise, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit the subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Radius Rise family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description. Get yourself some Radius Rise merch. Got to give it up to Big Guns McGee. He's loving this big Navigator black label. He wants to take it home right now. So we're going to clean out this place and get it home for you, Tom. And just like always, I'll see you on the next ride.